Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, All Things Middle Earth here with a quick video guide for you on why you should be restatting things in The Lord of the Rings, The Rise to War. Now, if you've been playing for a little bit, restatting like with your ring ability points or even on your characters or things like that might be common knowledge to you now, but this game's only been out for 10 days, so I know we've got a lot of new people playing, so I want to make sure some of this information is very, very clear. So right now, I have a lot of my stuff into Harvest, for example, where I gather 30% extra resources. I also have it in Levy here, where I get extra resources for my attribute bonus. That's this right here. We see my ring buffs. I've got a couple thousand in each of those. So that's what I'm doing right now. And let's say, you know, I've got the gathering bonus up there, and I want to have some gathering happen. So I'm going to go ahead and take Faramir in. He's got a large army with him, so it'll take less time. It's going to take 3 ring points. This is the bonus I'm getting from having that, and I send him in there. And after that, maybe I'm looking at my commanders and I'm thinking, well, I'd like to level up some of my lower. I just got Gimli. I want to get him leveled up, whatever it might be. I can go into my ring points, and I can reset them here once per day for free. There also are specific ones that do not reset, which kind of, I think, ends up being a pretty good thing. It seems like actually a lot of them are the ones, actually I think it's all of the ones up here on the top right. So these ones don't reset, which is actually okay because again, I think these are very, very good abilities. So I think the reason they don't let you respec is because if you get here with maxed out ability points and you had 30 ability points and then you respec back down to 20, people are probably going to get upset that they might lose ability points. So this is a way just to make sure that doesn't happen. Same with stamina and same with forts. If you have more than 10 forts, and then get rid of this. So again, those can't be restatted, but everything else can. And so now after I've already started my harvesting there, that's back down, and I want to level up some of my lower level heroes, which I talked about in my last video. I can go over here and then go into efficiency to lower the cost of mock battles, the stamina required. I can also add how much XP I'm getting, the bonus XP from doing those battles. And then lastly, I can, if I want to, lower the grain cost for that. So again, you may not be able to do all these. It totally depends on your level, but don't be afraid to go in here and do stuff, you know, make a schedule for yourself where you get on and you do certain things first. And then once you decide you're going to do other things, you go over here and I'll go into experience as much as I can. So now I'm getting a lot of benefits for doing mock battles. I'm going to go to my highest level land so I can get the most. And I've actually been working on Gandalf lately, so I'm going to keep that up. And I'll use all 4 there. It requires 4. It only takes 40 stamina instead of the 80 it normally would, taking a lot less wheat than it normally would. And I'll start that. So now I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds with gathering and mock battling there. So don't be afraid to play around with these. Again, some of them can't be reset, like dominance and all the ones up here. So if you do go there, just be aware that you can't get those back, which I think is fine. I think those are very, very good ones. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the same thing, but with your commanders and their skills. So again, if I go to Faramir here, I'm looking at his points. I've got him statted into things that have, you know, are doing more help for him as a commander going out and attacking and taking tiles. He's my highest level commander right now. But he also has some perks with tips and gaining XP from tips and stuff like that. You know, gaining experience from battles. So even if I was doing mock battles with him specifically, and so. For example, I've talked about this before, but you go over down to the tavern and I wanted to run some tips here. I got to collect one of my ones for today. And I want to have Faramir do that. I can go over to Faramir and for only 20 gems, I can reset his points as well. And now I can go down here into Last Steward and speed up the time needed to complete tips. It allows him to act as 2 commanders when completing tips, which isn't really, I don't think, very good unless you don't have other commanders. Like if you needed men commanders and you only had him, then that would be fine. And then the experience gain, that's kind of the other big one for tips. So I can restat and I can send him on a bunch of tips, either just, you know, using the speed ups or just kind of over time throughout the day doing that. But now when I send him, he's going to get more than that 10,000 there, which is going to be very, very good. I've got him out doing gathering right now, so I wasn't paying attention to that. But you get the idea. Don't be afraid to restat. When I first started, I don't think I did a lot of that, but this is the kind of game where you've got to kind of play around with different things and see what works for you. And at the end of the day, it just depends on what you enjoy doing. If you find yourself gathering a lot more, then go into perks like that, but don't be afraid to restat and try something else to level up your low level commanders or to work on tips and stuff like that. So Again, this has been a guide on restatting and why it's okay to do that, especially for the bring points. It's completely free. You just can do it once a day. So make sure you're being aware of that too. If you have maybe a war or something coming up that you want to have different things in for. But don't be afraid to restat those things like that and on your heroes. But that's going to do it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and check the description for my Twitch link. I stream over on Twitch. And so I'd love it if you come over there and say hi. Let me know how you're enjoying the game so far. And I'll see you guys in the next video.